was YL Ken, rapper from Minnesota, certified trapper and all that, that whole clique. Chopsticks, YL Ken, Chopsticks. But yeah, the video about to drop. Pop the fuck off, nigga. The little calling police story is pretty OG. I mean, like, I was friends with multiple brothers in this family. Like the 1 2 year older one for a while, and then you kind of lost connection with him. But then the OG was like 4 or 5 years older than me. He was the real gangster one. We've been through some shit. He picked me up, one time anyways. He picked me up and left all y'all little wannabe niggas on the curb to go do dirt and shit, because, I was certified for real, for real. And like, but then later on, I became friends with like the one dude my age in the family. Long story short, he walked into my unlocked mom's place. Yeah, I started locking the doors ever since. But he walked in there and took my OG Xbox, yo, when I wasn't there. I pretty much knew it was him. I really did. I knew it was him. Because who the fuck else would have the balls or be dumb enough to even do that shit? And he was like, I was hanging out with him at the most of the time. And like, so I go down about almost a mile away. They lived like that OG, the 5 year older OG. He was living at these apartments at the time, a mile down the way. And we were all out of like the hood we grew up in. We were like out that area, but that was nearby. That's like 6 miles away. But either way, 5 miles. Either way, God, I gotta hurry up. Yeah, it's not gonna. I'm just gonna make a video. It's not gonna be a short now. But I knew it was him, and his their mom their mom didn't like me. She had mad kids, so holy fuck. Their mom didn't like me. Okay. And she was, full black. She didn't like me. That was crazy. She was like the only full black mom too that I anyways like fucked with, the family I fucked with. And she didn't like me. At all. But yeah, like, but that, you know what? That wasn't even the reason, really. He stuffed me under the bed when she came over, because the dude my age was living with his brother, the legend gangster, and this is why I couldn't really do anything. That's why I had to call the cops. But yeah, like, I think we were in the living room chilling, and she pulls up out front there, ghetto house apartment, and Sean, that was his name, Sean. Jershawn. They all had a like J start in their name, and he was Jershawn, but everybody called him Sean, and like Jershawn. It was Jershawn. What a name, Jershawn. But Jershawn like started stuffing me underneath his futon, whatever it was, like giggling, like, yo, you like get under here, she don't like you, whatever, like, and he's stuffing me under, giggling, and I'm giggling, thinking about my Xbox. That was probably tucked off in it. His room was small. He was broke, ghetto. There wasn't a lot of shit around, so I just had a feeling the Xbox was in the closet. So he stuffs me under there thinking everything's safe. As soon as he fucking left the room to go talk to his mommy, whatever, I slid out from under. Like, I literally slid out Mission Impossible. I slid out Mission Impossible like an OG, the OG I am, nigga. And everything I predicted in life basically came true. I'll get into that in another video, I'm not gonna lie to you, but even still to this day, a couple of nights ago, shit popped off. But yeah, like, I slid out and like rolled Mission Impossible over to the fucking closet, slid it open the door, and then like reached in underneath this blanket in the corner. He had like a bunch of shit stacked up, whatever. But like as soon I reached in and like instantly felt my fucking the side of my Xbox. You know how it has the grooves in it. You know, I felt the side of my Xbox and I slid back underneath the bed. And then he came in and, you know, I basically went home within like 10 minutes or whatever. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go home. Like, I was acting all depressed and shit, like, missing my Xbox and all mad. And then I went and called the cops, whatever. And then, like a week later, I'm walking down the main road and shit, and dude pulls up from behind me, the OG. He's like, Marcus, get in. Gotta talk to you, whatever. And I got in. I should have ran, but either way I got in. I mean, nothing happened. I should have ran, but I got in, and he just talked to me quick. And I lied, which it was a great lie too. I mean, because, you know, even Dershawn pretty much knew. We lived on top of a flower shop, and the lady who ran the place, her husband was a cop. So they have like windows all underneath our steps, and there's like blinking red lights and shit. You know, it's crazy. And all I said was, dude, they have fucking camera. They have cameras looking out their windows, whatever. And yeah, they showed, like, I asked them to show me or whatever. Look at the time. Well, I just said I seen him on camera, or whatever. It was, and he believed me. Cause he would have smacked me or something. He would have did something, I guarantee you, if I called. Cause the cops literally fucking like probably kicked in the fucking door. They probably treated them like straight trash, because I mean, they're racist, and he had like the dude had charges for growing weed, this and that. You know what I mean, like felony charges. So they probably kicked the fucking door in, man. Hopefully they didn't. I don't know what happened, but they retrieved my Xbox and brought it back to me. And then I just never talked to Sean again. I think he went and served like fucking time, man. Probably for robbing. I think he served like fucking 5, 6, 7, 8 years straight for robbing. Jesus Christ. Some shit. The other one served time. Yeah, you know, they all got in trouble. The other one served time for a bank robber. The other one served time for, and he, you know what, he died recently. He might have committed suicide. He was fucked up in the hood. He was fucked up like me, man. He had 2 kids. I don't have any kids, but man, I think he committed. He died. Either way, he died. He might have committed suicide. The one brother, but he was him and his 2 dumbass friends, like a white Spanish girl and you could just tell they're all dumb looking. Some ghetto other black guy, dumb as shit looking. They tried to rob a bank somewhere here nearby, and they didn't make it. They didn't make it far at all. And he probably just couldn't get hired for shit, you know, and just fucking unavailed himself. You know, and then the other one served time for slinging fucking heroin and shit like that. I mean, Jesus. And the other one right now, the other one is on I mean, he's serving time. He was in the paper on a wanted list for like child, like having sex with some like 15-year-old and shit. You know, a bunch of that family's fucked up, man. Their dad even died back in the day, like lit on fire and shit, trying to get crack rocks. For real, that story's crazy right there. He just wanted some crack, and some bully dealer set him on fire. You know what I'm saying? And he died from the burns days later, a week later, whatever, in the hospital, 3rd-degree burns and shit like that. And the OG gangster, he hated drugs because of that reason. Like, he smoked weed, but he didn't do anything else. I remember me and some of the white boys were like, you know, white boys and shit would chill around and shit, especially when I was around. But we were all in the ghetto basement, the ghetto family's basement. And me and my little white boys and shit, a couple little black boys observing, you know, but like we had like ecstasy pills going on in the corner. And he was like, he figured it out, and he got all mad, kicked us the fuck out for the night, and told us never to bring any drugs in again. But you know, the one black brother was into all types of drugs, and he couldn't do anything about it. He's like the most